We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
You are the wicked wizard, 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 wizard. Waiting for the wizard, 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 wizard. Just another wizard. I was born with a bottle in my mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6. 6 o'clock on a Christmas morning. 6 o'clock on a Christmas morning. 6, 6, 6. The rule of the beast. 6, 6, 6. The one for you and me.
I have no issue whatsoever with commercials and or commercialism. It's part of the world that we live in. But what I do take offense to, and what I do have issue with, is said advertisers making up ridiculous lingo just to sell said product. Case in point, something I saw a little while ago. Who coined the unbelievably stupid term manscaping. I'm sorry. But, getting rid of unwanted hair, whether it be on your face, on your chest, your head, your arms, your balls, whatever it might be, it's called shaving. Stop making up terminology when we already have perfectly executed definitions for something. Welcome to the Metal Motel 6, everybody. I am the Heavy Metal Wizard, and we're live in SoCal, where the desert meets the beach. It's a rare Friday evening, or I should already say it's Saturday morning. Sorry for the lateness. And I do believe, actually, that this is episode number 33 of the Metal Motel 6. Special numbers. And what we do here on this late night metal stream called the Metal Motel 6, we play one fantastic metal track per metal decade, 70s through the 2020s. Now, usually we'll do it in order. Sometimes we'll do it in reverse order. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bounce around. And we started with the 80s, of course, Leatherwolf there, one of the great instrumentals in heavy metal history, Black Knight from the Street Ready album. And as a matter of fact, if I could be truthful with you, that wasn't even the track I wanted to play. But it was awesome nonetheless. We're going to kick it around. We're going to go with our 2020s track now because I'm so freaking excited for this new Corrosion of Conformity album. It's a double disc set coming out in April called Good God, Bad Man. And I mean Bad Man. B-A-A-D, man. They've released a couple of tracks off this forthcoming album. The first one back in November was a cover, free cover, called Fire and Water. And then they put out a track back in January called Gimme Some More. Slightly impressed by both of those. But what really hit me in the gut was the track they put out just a few days ago called You or Me. This is vintage stuff from Corrosion of Conformity, and I want to play it because I'm so damn excited. Metal Motel 6, COC, You or Me.
Not
Album. Yes, classic Iron Maiden right there. And I think that record, Final Frontier, of course, that's the title track from that great album. I think that is the best of all the post Brave New World albums. If you go back and look at it historically, and I love doing that. You take all the records, that came out. Brave New World came out in 2000. Phenomenal. I mean, one of the biggest comeback albums in metal history, right? Dance of Death followed. That was good, but not as good as Brave New World, And then, the Matter of Life and Death album, I personally love it, but not as much as I love The Final Frontier. I mean, just so many great songs on that one. The Alchemist and El Dorado, Coming Home, The Talisman, oh, so good. And my favorite song on that album, as a matter of fact, is the Dave Murray penned The Man Who Would Be King. And speaking about Dave Murray and Iron Maiden, there's a crazy rumor going around that Dave is leaving Iron Maiden. And I'm sorry, I find that really hard to believe. Knowing that guy's personality and his longevity in Iron Maiden, I don't see that happening. Until that band is retired, Dave Murray is part of Iron Maiden. And I just don't see him leaving the band. I'm sorry. And I know there's, two guitar players other than him that can cover the parts and all that. Maiden's not going out without Dave Murray. Just not happening. Corrosion of Conformity before that, from their forthcoming 11th album, Good God, Bad Man. And, joining Pepper Keenan and Woody Weatherman. And the dude from Galactic on the drums, I forget his name, Stan Moore, I think his name is. Joining them on this new album is the brand new bass player who's taken over from Mike Dean in COC, and that's Bobby Landgraf, of course, who was Pepper's bandmate in Down. It's the Metal Motel 6, where the desert meets the beach on a very, very late Friday night, early Saturday morning. I'm the Heavy Metal Wizard. We're live in SoCal on the Gotcha Metal channel, and we move on. But we're actually moving backwards, because we're going to go back to and give you a 70s cut. Now this one, it's more of a homage to the 70s, a classic track from a movie soundtrack that's from 2001.
I know a thing or two about her. I know she'll only make you cry. She'll
midnite. That's right. A Bazagorath of the Sacraments of the Final Atrocity CD. And that's probably my second or maybe it's my third favorite black metal album of all time. And it's not just because they're from New Brunswick, New Jersey, because they're effing great. And that's their fourth album, of course, also features a couple of my favorite other songs. That one was called Buried in Hell, by the way. But I like Lifeless and Ancient Steel. But nothing, and I mean nothing, beats the title track from that album right here, the Metal Motel 6, Where the Desert Meets the Beach. Before that track, our 70s cut tonight was a cover. That's right, a Kiss cover from the Donnas. That's the right, band out of L.A. Awesome gal hard rock band from back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and they are featured on the Detroit Rock City soundtrack with their cover of Strutter. And, the Donnas, very interesting band. They've got a couple of really awesome studio albums, like Spend the Night, the Donnas Turn 21, stuff like that. But, some of the best cover songs that I've ever heard were from the Donnas. They do an awesome version of Living After Midnight by Judas Priest. They do a kick-ass version of Too Fast for Love. Some really good cover songs. Alice Cooper, they do as well. And that soundtrack, if you don't know, of course, is from a movie in the early 2000s about a Kiss cover band. And it is a Mac Daddy soundtrack featuring Cheap Trick and Sweet, and Ted Nugent, and Thin Lizzy, and Drain STH covering, Mark Bolan. You got Black Sabbath on there, Marilyn Manson covering AC/DC, and of course, there's a couple of Kiss tracks on there too, being that the movie is kind of about them. So instead of doing an actual 70s track tonight, we did an honorary 70s track. It's not Madonna, it's the Donnas. Here at the Metal Motel 6. I'm the Heavy Metal Wizard. And speaking of 70s stuff, something that we're going to be doing, it might even be later this weekend, is a special edition of the Great Wall of Metal, where we're going to do 90 minutes of 70s metal. Of course, there'll be some rarities thrown in there as well. So we got two more, because we're going to do a bonus track tonight. But we've got to do our 90s track before we get to the bonus. And this one, like I said, is kind of an epic. It's about 8 minutes or so, but it's just a wonderful track from one of the great voices of heavy metal in the history of heavy metal. And you might know what this one is. Title track from the year 1990. It's Ronnie James Dio. Lock up the wolves. for that man can never be underestimated. And that track, of course, the first thing you might notice is the spectacular drumming of one Simon Wright, who drums on that album, and maybe one or two other Dio albums. That's Dio's fifth album from back in 1990. And let me tell you a little tale of just the kind of guy that Ronnie Padavona was. So back on that album, I was a very young dude trying to work my way into the music industry, and I got a chance. I flew out to L.A. For various reasons, and I got a chance to sit down and interview Ronnie on that album cycle. The record was just about to come out, and our interview got cut short. It lasted about 7 minutes, and I was really bummed out. But, that's the way it goes. I was an 18-year-old kid, 19-year-old kid, and there were other personnel there that got Ronnie's attention. But years and years and years later, we fast forward to 2004, and I was in New Orleans for a thing called Voodoo Fest. I don't know if you guys and gals remember that. It was a big festival show they used to do every year in a park in New Orleans. And that particular year was like Shinedown and Kid Rock and the Beastie Boys and Sonic Youth. It was cool. I used to go there every year to see a lot of the bands that I was working with, and I happened to be walking down Decatur Street the day after the festival, and I'm in the French Quarter, just enjoying the Cajun lifestyle. And about a block away from the House of Blues, I see walking out the back door Ronnie Dio. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Of course, back then I had a little more balls. I went right up to him. I'm like, Ronnie. He looked at me. Now, he didn't know me by name, but he surely damn remembered 14 years prior. He's like, I know you from somewhere, dude. I said, yeah, we did a 7-minute interview on Lock Up the Wolves. So he pulled me aside, and we talked for a good half hour about life in general. And it was one of the great moments of my life, talking to Ronnie Dio just on the side of the road on Decatur Street in New Orleans. Super cool. He was on the Master of the Moon tour, he was explaining to me, and he was playing the House of Blues. He didn't even play the Voodoo Fest. He was just in there doing a club show. And as down-to-earth as you'll ever get is Ronnie James Dio. And God rest his soul. It's Metal Motel 6, Volume 33 tonight, where the desert meets the beach. I am the Heavy Metal Wizard, and we're live in SoCal on the Gotcha Metal channel. And I have a little interesting exercise in thought, right? Because I know y'all out there think our special guest is going to be Smeagol here at the Metal Motel 6 tonight. But you would be wrong. And my question is, if you had a no-weapons fight, hand-to-hand combat, who would win, Smeagol or our special guest tonight, who's coming up right now? It's Bill the Butcher. I got to entertain myself, right? Who would win? Because if it were a knife fight, if there were blades involved, the Butcher, he takes Gollum out in like 19 or 20 seconds. Unless he toys with Smeagol, like he toyed with Liam Neeson. But with no weapons? I don't know. I mean, Gollum, he catches fish with his bare hands. And he did strangle his cousin Deagle relatively quickly. Food for thought. Here at the Metal Motel 6. I want to thank some peeps for checking in tonight on the chat board. Lassie and Cosmic Charlie and Andy Cuckoo Napkin. Dr. Doom, Scotty McAllister, Mikey Marauder, of course. Total Metal Underground. Thanks for checking in tonight. I really appreciate it. Got to thank Danny and Lassie. Did I say Lassie, former baseball star? Well, I'm going to thank him twice. Let's get on with this. Let's end this shindig. And what comes around goes around full circle. We started this stream in the 80s, and we're going to end this stream in the 80s. The track that I really wanted to start tonight's stream off with, it was Leatherwolf. We're going to do Leatherwolf again. Except this time, we're going to play a song with vocals because back then, a dude named Mike Oliveri sang for Leatherwolf. Of course, a band from right here down the road in Huntington Beach. They've had 1,000 lineup changes through the years, but Leatherwolf in the 80s, hell, they were the shit, ladies and gentlemen. So from their third album, Street Ready, which is the same album that Black Knight was from about 45 minutes ago, but we're going to play the lead track on the album to end tonight's Metal Motel 6. It's called Wicked Ways. I want to wish everyone a great night. See you really soon.